I know it's rough sometimes, but like, I don't know. Like my sort of clan has always been a place for messes in a way. You know, it was about people who didn't really have another clan to go to. And I think a lot of the time you can wind up in that sort of a situation because you are a bit of a mess, and being a mess is fine. You wanna know who else is a bit of a mess? Me. I tend to get really hyper-focused on things, and I tend to sort of neglect certain household things like tidying my room, and you know. And also, we've all been through like mental battles and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess I just don't. I don't want anyone to feel like, for having been through a period of instability, that you're sort of like less desirable or less special to people, because you'll always be just as special to me no matter how you are, you know? It's okay to be a mess. Because being a mess is I think being a mess is a time in which we sort of have less to worry. We have more to worry about, and so in the same way, we have less to do because, well, obviously it depends, but I think that in some cases, leaving sort of having less responsibility in order to cope with things that you might be going through mentally is a completely valid thing to do, you know. Having a period of mental instability and needing to take care of it, like that in itself is productive in a way. So I wouldn't want anyone to feel like if that is what they're hey, fucker! If that is what they're going through, you're not being lazy, as some people might try to imply, if you're struggling to really get much done while you're hurting or while you feel like you're a mess. Because you're already working incredibly hard just to stay alive. Remember, if ever you doubt what I'm saying, remember that we're living in a world that is only just coming to grips with how serious and how important mental illness can be for people, and we're still suffering from the cultural expectation that we should just be able to man up and cope if we feel sad. But now we're realizing how much more serious things are. Things will improve. Things will improve, at least in regards to the perception of mental illness. So I don't want you guys to feel as though you're walking into a world that isn't going to care when you're upset, because I think that we're becoming more and more aware every day of how important it is to be mentally well and to give yourself time and to practice self-care. And so even if someone in your life has told you that you're being lazy if you haven't been able to cope with something for a long time, things will change, okay? So just don't worry about it, alright? Good enough. Alright. This guy moaned at least this loud.